I'm here at IBC 2024 in Hall 5 at the TVU stand with Yoni. Yoni, good to see you.
George, same pleasure.
So it's been a busy year for TVU. There have been some major sporting events and some big events in the current affairs world as well, in the news domain. Tell us about what that's meant for TVU.
It's definitely been like a crazy summer. So of course with the Olympics and the Paralympics, starting with the torch relay. So we had that really amazing transformative project with France Television. It was a great partnership, and that's what made that whole thing possible, and the results were outstanding. In carbon emission saving, we're talking about like 600 tons of savings. Cost reduction was like 95% compared to their traditional setup. So that was like a crazy project, and I mean, I've seen the same Olympic game. The results were mesmerizing. And the other one that we did that was really crazy at the beginning of the summer was with the BBC on the UK election, where like they just decided that they wanted to have like 400 more live feeds suddenly than what they already had. And they decided to do all that through like cloud workflow, again, a big transformation, and bridging like cloud and their on-prem also like studio for the election. And yeah, it's been insane. It worked like perfectly. They're actually coming tomorrow at the booth to present everything. Yeah. But so yeah, like we are seeing a lot of great transformation. Like broadcasters are really embracing the cloud for like the biggest event now, not just for like secondary content. And yeah, the result out there. So we've been like very lucky to have like partners with our customers and achieve this kind of stuff.
And what sort of response have you had from the industry, in particular to that work that you did for the Paris Games as well?
Well, I think a good example of response is like we worked together with France Television in organizing an event in Paris, where like it was on July 22nd, 23rd, and where we were allowed to invite like customers there. Okay, the number were limited because of the accreditation with Paris 2024, but so we had like 90 different companies that showed up from all around the world, from the US, from Asia, from Europe, Middle East, everywhere, that spent 2 days together to like see the entire workflow. We brought them to the torch relay together. So yeah, like the response I'd say has been like pretty insane. Yeah. Like it's like everybody is like seeing that it's possible. Cloud is really working, and it can address like the biggest challenge. So,
and then straight out of that busy summer to
IBC.
Amsterdam, to IBC. So what are the main messages that you're sharing with the industry here in Amsterdam?
So the main one that we're sharing is like really having like an agnostic platform that can handle any integration, any workflow, and in a fast pace. Like I would say, a lot of people are concerned, like, okay, I need to transfer to cloud, it's complicated, I don't know. Our platform can really adapt to any workflow. And if I take the example of the BBC, where we started working with them in a very slow pace because we knew that the election were in November, and then suddenly it moved like, hey, like the election are in 6 weeks, we need to get that ready. And actually, well, in 2 weeks, we're already doing like proof of concept live for their like regional election before the main one. So that's how quick we can spin, and that's thanks to our like microservices architecture that we keep expanding. Like we have like so many microservices that transform into micro application or solution that integrates with any workflows, work anyway. So that's what we're good at. And now the new things that we are adding is that we have a whole, what we call a network operating center, where we can actually show everything that happens in the cloud, not just for operators, but for engineers. And often like engineers are like, that's a black box, I don't really know what's happening in your cloud. Now they can see what's happening throughout the whole process, and they can like intervene, like bypass some stage if there is an issue. They can monitor everything in the cloud. Yeah. So it really gives them the same comfort as like linear traditional broadcast.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, listen, best of luck for the rest of the show. Yoni, thanks very much.
George, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Have a good show too.